Hey everybody, and welcome to a Kingdom Hearts tier list video. Kingdom Hearts got announced to be on Steam today, and I think to celebrate the moment, I would like to talk about the Kingdom Hearts games and, tell you guys what are my favorite games to play. I love all of these games. I'm gonna be honest. I think even though they all have their own flaws, I still think that all these games they at least have their own charms in their own way, respectively. So that I still think that all of them could really be like S tier in my opinion. But sadly, I'm not gonna be putting them all on S tier because I am gonna be saying what I love about these games and what I'm gonna be hating about these games, definitely. So yeah, I guess we should talk about the first game in the series, which is Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. If there is one thing I can define Kingdom Hearts to be, or at least Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, is that it is very simple. Now, I will say simple isn't bad. I'm not gonna put this as in a bad term, but I will say that simple as in, like, it actually is like probably one of the most simplest like games out of all of these. The combat's pretty simple, the story is very simple. And I think, weirdly enough, it works. So, I played Kingdom Hearts more times than I can, count. Kingdom Hearts 1 is honestly not a bad game. I say, I'm gonna put it on S tier. It's simple, it's still fun. I think my only flaw with it is the platforming isn't that good in this game, and it just shows. But I mean, it was also the first game in the series. I mean, the later entries got rid of platforming altogether, so I say that Kingdom Hearts Final Mix is a pretty well-rounded game. Next up, we have Unchained of Memories. Oh boy. Dang, we're already getting there, aren't we? So I guess Kingdom Hearts Unchained of Memories is a fine game, to put it bluntly. I think my main problem with the game is that it's a game where it's just not that fun to play, in my opinion. Most of the worlds are just retellings of Kingdom Hearts 1's worlds. And that's not even just it. Kingdom Hearts Unchained of Memories, combat just doesn't do it to me. I don't know, I don't like the cards, I don't really like the slates system, or slides, whatever you want to call them. I think the only thing that really stands out to this game is Riku and, really the story of, Sora's story. Really, just the story aspects of Sora is, really interesting. And the gameplay of Riku, which I will say I think Riku's story and his gameplay is really fun. But Sora is just not that fun to play in this game. I'm gonna say Unchained of Memories is more of a B tier. I play it from time to time. I will say that I don't think I ever truly beat this game. At least I didn't beat it really officially on console. I actually did beat it artificially through Chain of Memories. Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. I mean, what's not to love about this game, am I right? I mean, obviously, out of all these games, you want to add another tier, above S tier, because Kingdom Hearts 2 is, is the best, the best of the best. Nah, I'm joking, though. I will say that Kingdom Hearts 2 is the one Kingdom Hearts game that I'll always go back to, no matter what. It's like my comfort game, it's like, if something bad happens to me, I'm going back to Kingdom Hearts 2. So I always know that this game never fails me, honestly. I always have fun when I play it. The combat is really fun, flashy, fast. My only complaint that I have about it is that it's not good at explaining things, or it's not good at giving you a lot of options in a fight, in my opinion. And what I mean by that, and I know a lot of people are going to be kind of surprised what I mean this, is that after playing Kingdom Hearts 2, Final Mix, so on and so forth, I've noticed some faults with the combat. I.e. the reflect system is very broken with that MP bar. Holy crap. Ever since reflect got nerfed from Kingdom Hearts 2, the original one, to Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, somehow reflect just became the best spell in the game. And you can just pretty much deny any attack from any enemy whatsoever. And I mean, I kind of get why, in a way, I guess. I just feel like there could have been other reasons to make reflect a, you know, not as powerful. Like, give me some attacks that you have to dodge, or you have to, like, you know, block or whatnot. Like, I don't know. I think reflect allows you to cheese the game a little bit too much. Other than that, though, still fun combat. I think the story is really good, obviously. I love Roxas's story. And I love just the whole entire story for Kingdom Hearts 2. I'm just gonna put it in S tier. I mean, it's easy. It's easily quite S tier. What can I say? Besides some like quirks and stuff that I think the game isn't that good at doing, it still has so much like fun stuff to it that I always will come back to it. 358 over 2 days. Oh boy, what to say? I like to make fun of 358 a lot. And I'm not saying the story, but I will say the gameplay of 358 is definitely not the best in my opinion. I will definitely say the story carries this game throughout. If it wasn't for the combat, I would put this game easily A or S tier. And I will definitely say that the combat makes this game a C tier. Or, you know what, actually, I'll make it a B tier. It's definitely not that bad to be a C tier, but I will definitely say that it is no A tier, S tier. And I definitely know what I mean by okay, I'm gonna just say this. I played Kingdom Hearts 358 as a kid. And I was that kid who didn't care about learning anything. I just thought that, hey, if you just go through the game, you know, just like, you know, just press the attack button, you can just, you know, brute force your way through the whole entire game. Well, I think I might be a little bit too harsh on 358. I think if I played again as an adult, I would enjoy it, but right now, I just think that 358's combat is kind of eh. I don't like the inventory, like the level up system with the magic and the items. Like, that stuff just confuses the crap out of me. It's just, give me like something like, you know, like the Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 style, you know. Obviously, I'm not gonna say that the game is terrible, because obviously far from it. But I don't know, I'm just saying that I feel like, in my opinion, I think Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 have better, you know, combat than 358. That being said, I would say this is probably easily one of the best stories in all of Kingdom Hearts. So that is something that I will say. Alrighty, Birth by Sleep. You know what? I am so close into making it a S tier game because I don't get the hate. I really don't. I think Birth by Sleep gets a lot of hate and a lot of flack for being the, you know, quote unquote, the floaty Kingdom Hearts game. And though I will say that the combat at times is pretty goofy, I don't know, I just think that the game has its own enough charm where it's a little bit like 2, but has its own stuff in it that makes it unique in its own way, which I like. I don't know, I like the command system, I like melding the commands. I think some of the bosses, I think the enemy design is actually really good in Birth by Sleep in my opinion. obviously, I think we can all admit, yes, my only complaint that I have is that iframes is kind of non-existent in most attacks, and it makes some attacks obsolete to use because you would just die if you use abilities. But I mean, other than that though, it's a really good story in my opinion. I think this story is really good. I know people liked, or at least some Kingdom Hearts fans like to make fun of Terra. I am a Terra defender. I think he is probably easily my favorite character in Birth by Sleep out of all of them. But that being said, I think I'm gonna put him A tier. I think it's a good enough game, honestly. It's fun. I think my only complaint is that if you are speedrunning Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, yes, you're gonna see the faults in it a lot faster, but hey, I'm not a speedrunner. So I just think that the game casually, in my opinion, is really fun. Now we're getting to Kingdom Hearts Recoded. Oh my, okay, well, this is gonna be fun. So, I'm gonna just say, easily, in my opinion, Kingdom Hearts Recoded is better than 358. I love the combat in Recoded. If you don't do Olympus or what do you call it? If you don't do Olympus and the side-scrolling and the shoot-'em-up style levels, and you just play the normal gameplay of the game, it's so fun. Like, it's easily one of my favorite parts of the game. Easily. I love the commands. I like how to do the commands, like how they work and stuff. Like, that stuff is so fun. I'm easily gonna put Recoded in B tier. I will say the story is really forgetful and it's not that good. But besides that, I think the combat's really fun. I think anybody who picks up Recoded and plays it will actually have a really fun time when they play it. I think, yeah, the story is very kind of forgetful, but that's Recoded for you, I guess. So I guess, yeah. Now moving on to Kingdom Hearts 3D Dream Drop Distance, or HD. I don't know why it shows 3D here, don't ask me. This is gonna be tough. I recently played, or replayed, Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance on the PS4. And I'm gonna admit, it's another really fun Kingdom Hearts game. And I definitely made sure not to use Balloon on my run as well. I did not use Balloon. And I can easily tell you, it was the most fun I think I've had on a mobile, not mobile, but a portable Kingdom Hearts game in a way. I don't know, I think the story, I will say the story can be very confusing in Dream Drop Distance if you're not paying attention. Especially the time travel aspect. I know that turned a lot of people off. But to be honest, as someone who knows the story of Kingdom Hearts pretty well and knows how the time traveling works, you kind of start to notice a little bit of, oh, well, maybe actually, you know, they were on to something with Dream Drop Distance, and it kind of works. But it just never was explained properly, and that's something that always kind of made me mad at Dream Drop Distance, was its storytelling was not good at explaining at their own rules. So I think that right there kind of makes me kind of eh. But I don't know, I think gameplay wise it's really fun. I like doing the Dream Eaters, doing like their special links was really fun to mess around with. Creating the Dream Eaters and like getting connected with them is really fun too. I don't know, I personally just have a fun time playing Dream Drop Distance. And if you just go with like a no balloon route, you'll have such a fun time, you know, with like the no balloon run, because I like was messing around with all these commands that I'd never even like heard of, and I did some cool stuff with them. I mean, it still has the iframes problem, but not as bad as Birth by Sleep, in my opinion. I don't know, personally for me though, I like the bosses and Dream Drop Distance. The Dream Eaters is also another really good enemy design also. I think all the Dream Eaters are kind of cool. So I say definitely A tier for Dream Drop Distance. It's another game that I don't understand the hate for. Alrighty, moving on to the mobile one. Okay, I will easily say this. Union Cross is not that good. Now, gameplay-wise, I was really big on Union Cross when it came out. But I stopped playing after you go to like Agrabah for like the 70th time. Honestly, I don't know why. They had so much filler in it. It kind of just felt like they were trying to just drag it to keep the game going. I don't know. Personally, I didn't really like the combat as much. I think the medal system wasn't really that thought out really well. And definitely a little bit pay to win, for sure. I think, that being said, I like the story of Union Cross if you look past all this filler stuff. I know there is a YouTuber, which I don't remember his name. It's actually gonna kill me. That I can't remember his name. But he actually had a fan project, and I remember actually watching it, and it was really good. So yeah, I'll definitely try and have a link in the description for that video, because that's actually one of my favorite videos to like actually watch and react to. Anyway, that being said though, easily C tier. Oh my gosh. Okay, if it wasn't for the story, this would be D tier. It would be an easy D tier game. Well, I mean, I guess we're gonna get our D tier here. This is easily going over there. Look, I'm gonna say this. What is back cover? Like, okay, I understand it's supposed to tell you more about the foretellers, and you know why they quote unquote broke up, you know, the band. But I don't know. I think easily they could have just made it a game. You put this much effort into creating like a really cool like long-sized movie, and you could have just created it into like another like short game, like you did with 0.2. Like, why? Like, I get it. It's cool to, you know, theorize and to, you know, and to see the Master of Masters in 3D and Lushu in 3D and all the foretellers in 3D, but aside from that, like, I don't know. Back cover is just kind of like there. Like, it's definitely, in my opinion, the odd ones out of the games of just, it exists. I don't know. I think the story is fine, but if you definitely, if you don't play Union Cross, you probably don't understand mostly what's going to be happening in back cover. In my opinion, you kind of have to play at least a little bit of Union Cross to understand it. So that's why I don't truly think back cover is that good of a game. Sorry, I said game. I should have meant movie. Why is this even here? Anyway. We're going to 0.2. Let's get it, guys. 0.2. Going easily, in my opinion, A tier. I'll be honest. During that time of Kingdom Hearts 3 coming out, and there's literally nothing happening, it felt like. Sure, we got trailer after trailer, but, like, cool, I guess. But when 0.2 dropped and we got a taste of what Kingdom Hearts 3 might be, that's when I'm like, okay, I knew we were in for something big. But all of that aside, though, I think honestly 0.2 is a really good game. very short, yes, I will actually admit that it's a very short game. But I mean, I think for a 4-hour experience and as technically a tech demo for Kingdom Hearts 3, it works. It's a really solid game. Very hard also. Definitely it's a very hard game. But other than that, it's really fun. I actually enjoy playing Birth by Sleep 0.2. So yeah, I honestly think it's good. Now, we get to Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm gonna be honest, this game is simply amazing. Like, I'm gonna put it right... Oh, wait, whoa, there we go. I think it mixes the best out of both worlds for Kingdom Hearts games. It mixes 2 with 1, and a little bit of like some of the, you know, the handheld style of games a tiny bit too. But it doesn't do it in a bad way. Like, Kingdom Hearts 3 is a really like well-fined, well-tuned game. Development-wise, that like a lot of these like the gameplay at its core is really good. To me personally, I think the gameplay for Kingdom Hearts 3 is like really fun to play. I know some people say that, oh, it's boring, which in my opinion, I don't see that. I think Kingdom Hearts 3 has the most that sort of can do, because you have the forms, you have like 3 Keyblades all at once in a single fight. Like, that's really cool. And you have like so many abilities too. And not just that, but the fact that you can just play through the whole entire game with just the Kingdom Key. It's such a cool idea. Honestly, I think Kingdom Hearts 3 is really good. I think the story of Kingdom Hearts 3 is also amazing too. I mean, I know a lot of people didn't like the story of Kingdom Hearts 3, and I honestly do want to talk more about Kingdom Hearts 3 soon. But for right now, I'll just say that, in my opinion, Kingdom Hearts 3 is really good. Definitely the best, in my opinion, of all the Kingdom Hearts games. So yeah. Now we go back to mediocre or mid. Oh boy. Okay, so Union Cross is another C tier game. Oh, sorry, I said Union Cross. Dark Road. It's kind of funny because, to be honest, they are the same game. They're just like, it's like the same app, I guess you could say. It's another one of those cases where Dark Road is kind of like Union Cross in a way that if it wasn't for the, the good story, I would say combat-wise it's bad, and I would probably put it in D tier. But in my opinion, it's fine. I like the story. I think the story is really cool. I know young Xehanort's story was actually kind of intriguing, actually. But besides that, I don't know. It's another Kingdom Hearts mobile game. Really interesting if you want to know the backstory of Xehanort, but I do believe you probably can play Kingdom Hearts throughout the entire series without this one. At least in my opinion, probably, for right now. And now we go into Melody of Memory. Oh boy. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. The whole entire point of Melody of Memory, I like rhythm games. I really do. But I will say that for a Kingdom Hearts rhythm game, it is missing some key features. There are some songs that are missing, I believe, for some of the Kingdom Hearts games. I don't remember. And also, I think we can just talk about the story, really. What is the story in Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory? I like how you pretty much play through all of Kingdom Hearts. That's kind of cool. But it kind of sucks in a way because for a game that's about technically Kairi, it doesn't really show that much about her. the game was really only meant to be, you know, kind of like one of those games where it's like, oh, this is where Sora is, essentially. That's pretty much what this game gave us was, oh, Sora's in Quadratum, pretty much. Story-wise, it didn't do much for Kairi, which is kind of a bummer because I want people to see that Kairi is a good character, but sadly in this game did not show that, sadly. So other than that though, I don't know, Melody of Memory is fine. It's a fine rhythm game. Definitely a game that I kind of wish had at least DLC. I think it probably should have DLC at this point, but we probably won't get it. And I guess that's actually going to be it. I'm not going to be talking about the original games, so I think this is actually the tier list that I have, in my opinion, though. Yeah, I think everything works the way it does. I will put probably these over Chain of Memories, because I would probably rather play these two games than Chain of Memories. 0.2 probably like this, essentially. I would say I kind of like that. Yeah. Honestly, I think this is the list I like. So yeah. Honestly, I know I might have a very bad take, or takes, if you guys did not, agree with me. I actually would like to know what your guys' thoughts and opinions on your favorite Kingdom Hearts games. Because, I don't know, to me, you guys might not like Dream Drop Distance or Birth by Sleep, and that's totally fine. But, you know what? I'm all for the discussion. I want to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. So yeah. See you guys next time. Bye.